Late night it is, but it was a good win for us, good conference win. Washington's playing a lot better. They've had a lot of good games recently. They're playing really good basketball, so it's nice for us to come out and share the ball tonight and get a win.
Andy, 28 assists, season high in assist to field goal ratio. What was working so well with the ball movement today?
Well, that was the game plan. We had to share the basketball. Their zone is very good. They get a lot of steals, deflections, and they make you turn it over. They put pressure on you. You have to ball fake, you have to shot fake, you have to move to the open area, you have to cut. And I thought our guys did a great job tonight of that.
Is there anything that you can take from this game, regardless of the defenses you face in that area?
Yeah, 28 assists is a lot. Season high. I don't know if our teams have ever had 28 assists. So on 30 made field goals, it's pretty good. So I think the unselfish play of our guys tonight was really good. Isaiah had 8 assists and no turnovers. Drew had 7. Even Chavez had 2 assists, and he made a couple really good passes out of the post. Overall, it's pretty good offense.
After such an emotional win Saturday, what does it prove that you guys, weren't kind of victim to a letdown in a game like this?
Well, we had terrific fan support. The Galen Center was electric on Saturday. It was really fun to play in that atmosphere. Our players and staff, our whole program really appreciated the work that everybody did to get everybody here and to sell out. So you're right. It's hard to bounce back quickly after such an emotional game against, especially a team as good as UCLA is. But we have a long season, and our players they're trying to compete for a championship or compete for an NCAA tournament berth and seeding in the Pac-12 tournament, etc. There's a lot to play for, and so this is a very important game for us.
Chavez seemed to be really comfortable out there against that 2-3 zone. He found a spot in the lane. What made it so easy for him to find the spot as opposed to maybe Isaiah, where he's always double teamed?
Well, Chavez, Chavez. The way Washington plays their zone, if you get the ball in the middle to the center, that they play one-on-one. And Chavez is a very good one-on-one player. And he was able to get some clean looks. He was shooting his jump hook with his right hand, his little floater at a high level. And then he was down the baseline. Isaiah made a couple nice passes to him quickly on the baseline where he was able to just turn and score the ball.
How's Isaiah doing just with that mask? I know you said he
Well,
hadn't worn it before.
I thought he played pretty well. He had 12 points, 8 assists, and no turnovers, and made 4 free throws, 4 for 5 on the foul line. So he looked, as the game went on, I thought he looked more comfortable. I thought in the beginning he was a little hesitant, and just his rhythm was off, you could tell. But I thought as the game wore on, late in the first half and then the second half, his timing was much better. It looked like a guy that, like he did 2 weeks ago versus someone that sat out for 2 weeks.
That was just a rhythm thing, not like the mask getting.
Well, I think a little of both. It's different to play with a mask, and also he hasn't played in 2 weeks, so that's a lot of adjustments for one guy. And he barely practiced yesterday. He was able to go in and do a little 5-on-5 yesterday for about 10 or 15 minutes, but sitting out for 2 weeks, that's tough.
You played 11 players in the first half. How did you come up with the decision to expand your roster?
Well, it's hard to play 11 guys in one half. I don't know how we did it, but we were some foul trouble. Max and Reese picked up 2 fouls each, and then went with Isaiah White, played really well tonight, and the freshmen all got in. So I thought it was a pretty good team effort, and I always tell our guys, if you play well, you play more minutes, and it was nice to see some of the young guys go in and contribute and help us win.
You guys were pretty much in control for most of the night, pretty much from the second part of the first half on. But then in the second half, you ran out of timeouts with about 10 minutes left to go from over hustling.
That was my fault. I didn't realize with 15 minutes left we didn't have any timeouts, or 12, 14, whatever. That's never happened, and that's on me because I forgot that we had been on the floor and we dove for loose balls and called 2 of them, but that was on me. I just completely forgot we did that, and I'd never been out of timeouts that early before. So, and I was like,
have you ever lost timeouts from the team over hustling before?
Yeah, they were over hustling, and so anyway, that was on me. That was a dumb timeout by I just completely forgot.
Coach, you guys had only 4 turnovers in the first half, 11 turnovers in the second half. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we have. I thought when we were up by 20 and we became very sloppy on offense for quite a few possessions, and then defensively we're playing to the score a little bit. And Washington is too good a team. They have won a lot of big games here in the last 3-4 weeks in the Pac-12 season, beating some really very good teams. And so we never thought the game was out of reach, but our players just relaxed a little bit, and I think some of those turnovers were a result of that. And so that's why I had to call that timeout when I didn't have any, because they went on a run, and that's what I normally call a timeout. I just forgot we had no timeouts left. So I think that's been an issue at times this year when we play to the score a little bit, and it's frustrating as a coaching staff, because we try to tell them that you can't take things for granted. You can't play the score. You have to go out and play as hard as you can for an entire 40 minutes.
And you've been really successful here with the program now. Mike Bone, Brandon Sosna, they've been giving you everything that you can do, and you've seen the results with the crowds are showing it. Maybe not tonight. When you're a victim of your own success and other programs start looking at you, and you start hearing about people talking that you and maybe Mike don't have the relationship, how do you want to address that? Because I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that either. Mike's been great. Mike Bone's been a terrific supporter of our program. He came in the locker room the other night after the UCLA game. He was throwing water on guys, they were throwing on him, and his big initiative was to try to get people in the seats. And I think our marketing team has just done an amazing job with Jessica and Craig and their group. And Mike's initiative with the administration, Paul Perrier and Brandon, everybody else, was to give us the support we need in some of the support areas on campus, and try to get the students here. And sometimes they have to give promotions to students, and Mike had the creative idea to we're going to do whatever it takes. Do we have to buy them T-shirts or I think we had a Christmas sweater one time to get the. So he's trying to create an environment that gives us a home court advantage, and it's been a lot of fun working with him, because he's so gung-ho and passionate about basketball, and he's always been like that. So him and his wife came over to my house, or our house before the season, and we had a little get together, and he was really enthusiastic about that. And he gave our guys the Elite 8 rings, and so it's been a lot of fun, and I think it takes time to build a fan base. It takes time to make a home court advantage, and even a game like 8:30 tonight, it was a decent crowd, but that was more the timing of the game versus. So I can't say enough about our administration and our marketing department and the people that are involved with us. They've been great, and I think you're starting to see our program compete with some of the other programs, not just on the court, but in some of the other areas. And it wouldn't be possible without Mike and the people in our administration. So it's an exciting time for USC basketball. I think it's these guys, Isaiah, Ethan, and Max they're 69 and 21 in the last 3 years. That's pretty good. Those guys deserve a lot of credit for what they've meant to our program, and it's all about building something and sustaining the success, and to do that you need a lot of people to help you, and so we're very thankful for our administration and the people, all the support staff, even the Galen Center crew here. I mean, to do what they did Saturday night, that was great. I mean, they put a lot of hard work. Paul Niedermeyer helps run the Galen Center, and all the people that work here. To have a sellout crowd with all that energy, it takes a lot of people to help run a basketball program, especially at the level we're trying to get to, and so we're very thankful.
Let's do one last one.
In the first half, you guys did a good job of shutting down Terrell Brown Jr. I think he was like 2 for 7 in the field. But in the second half, you kind of turned it on, ended up with 7 of 18. Was that more of the team being more relaxed in the second half, being lackadaisical, or what kind of went into that?
I think we started fouling him when he drove. The same thing happened to Tiger Campbell the other night. I think some of the fouls were probably legit fouls, and some of the fouls I thought we went straight up and there was contact. Some of it was initiated by Terrell Brown, but that's why he's such a good player. You lead the league in scoring, you got to get to the foul line. He did that 12 times tonight. So I think we have to do a better job of when their leading scorers or their best players, or especially the smaller guards, they're not going to shoot over you. They're going to try to get you off your feet or get an angle and jump into you. And we have to do a better job of going up with high hands, and if they bump us, it's offense-initiated contact, and then we have to make them shoot over us. And we didn't do a good job against Tiger Campbell the other night. And tonight in the second half, I thought Brown got the best of us.